Practical Hematology Manual. Components of normal adult blood. How to collect blood sample to do the complete blood count, CBC. When blood come in contact to external surfaces, tube, it will normally clot as follow. We need to prevent this blood clotting to be able to proceed through the intended CBC. To do this we have to add anticoagulants, chemicals that prevents the blood clotting. Separation of components. Plasma equals less dense. Platelets, WBCs. Hematocrit. Packed cells. More red dense. Hemocytometer hemo, blood cyto, cell meter, measurement/counter. Thus, it is an instrument used to count the blood cells. The hemocytometer counting chamber is used for cell counting. It is constructed so that the distance between the bottom of the cover slip and the surface of the counting area of the chamber is 0.1 mm. The surface of the chamber contains two square ruled areas separated by an H-shaped moat. It includes Neubauer's slide, cover slip, RBC pipette, WBC pipette, hemocytometer chamber, Thomler white pipette, rubber sucking tube, hemocytometer. Each scale is 3 mm wide and 3 mm long. The whole scale is divided into 9 big squares. Each primary square is 1 mm long and 1 mm width. Each primary square is further divided into 16 secondary square, central 25 secondary square. Each secondary square is further subdivided into 16 tertiary square. Principle of WBC's count. Free-flowing capillary or well-mixed anticoagulated venous blood is added to a diluent, at a specific volume in the diluting pipette. The diluent lyses the erythrocytes but preserves leukocytes and platelets. The diluted blood is added to the hemocytometer chamber. Sample. Either TA anticoagulated blood or capillary blood is preferred. WBC's count diluting fluid. May be one of the following. Acetic acid 1%, VV, in distilled water. HCl 1%, VV, in distilled water. Turk's solution which is formed of glacial acetic acid 1 ml, crystal violet 1 ml, 100 ml distilled water. Equipment white blood cells count diluting fluid WBC's pipette. Hemocytometer and cover slip. Microscope. Lint-free wipe. Alcohol pads. For WBC counting, 0.5 part of blood is mixed in 10 parts of fluid. So, 1 part of blood is in 20 parts of fluid. Thus, dilution factor for WBC counting is 20. Procedure. Carefully charge hemocytometer with diluted blood by gently squeezing sides of reservoir to expel contents until chamber is properly filled, focusing 4x to see the general formation of slide. 10x for WBC counting. 40x for RBC counting. Adjust the microscopic objective lens 40x for RBC counting. Counting rule: count RBCs in the L-shape method. Do not count cells touching top line, right line. This is to avoid double counting. Normal values 45011000/3 or microliter. WBC counting total no. Of WBCs in 4 primary squares equals x mean no. Of WBCs in primary squares, 1 square millimeter equals x/4. Diluted, x/4x20 equals no. Of WBCs in 1 square millimeter of undiluted blood x/4x20 by 10 equals no. Of WBCs in 1 cubic millimeter of undiluted blood no. Of WBCs in 1 cubic millimeter equals 1 microliter equals x(50 per cubic millimeter, while x is the no of WBCs counted in the 4 primary square. Normal values 4501 1000/3 or microliter.